Hey everyone, this is the Recoup Daily Check-In. I'm Sweets, this is Sid, and this is Monday, May 12th, 2025. I'm going to kick it off with what I have been building over the weekend and what my goal is coming into this week. So I've been focused on new artist creation, and what I've just started doing is getting into the deep research phase. The question is, how do we make it so that when you want to spin up a new agent for a musician, we can study that musician and understand who that musician is automatically when you create a new artist. And so now if you go to chat.recoupable.com, you create a new artist and we chain together a bunch of tools. But the step that Sid is manually doing right now is generating a text file and using that text file for the knowledge base. And so the goal is to make it so that it's automated. Let me see if this loads for me. It seems like my computer is doing some lagging. I don't have Hector Lavoe. Oh no, I do have Hector. Who's someone? Ruben Blades? Yeah, I've deleted Ruben. So let me make Ruben Blades if this stops spinning, or I'll just click add artist anyways. Okay. So you click add artist, it starts creating a new artist. And then the only input we should be asking for is what is the name of the artist? That way it's simple. If you had provided in the initial prompt, you just need one prompt. And then they ask, what's your artist name? Ruben Blades. It's like one of the kings of salsa music. And so just send in his name. And then we start to chain together a whole bunch of tools. This is new. Was already here on Friday, so I already demoed this. First, we create a new artist in our backend system. Then it looks up the artist on Spotify. It automatically picks whichever one it thinks is the greatest match. And then it updates the profile picture with the same PFP from Spotify. And then it goes and updates the Spotify link for this artist to the actual Spotify link of the artist. This is a little bug where it's using the active artist. And so at first you're like, whoa, it updated the wrong artist. And then it flips the active artist and it's all good. And so then what I just finished building is a generate text tool. And so how I trigger it, right now I manually trigger it. Onboarding stops right here. And then I say, please generate a text file summarizing all the info you have on this artist so far. And now we have a new tool called generate TXT file. And so this is a general tool. You don't just have to use it in the create artist mode. Anytime you want to generate a text file or any sort of downloadable text, you can use this tool. We're using it in the create artist context, but you can use it in any context. It gets created, and where I am at right now is making the success state on it, so that way you can see that tool result. Here, while that's loading, let me just show what's the link on Arweave. And this will actually give me the link. But if this page refreshes, we'll see I've been generating this little physical output so that you can see the text file. You can see this was for Bad Bunny, the same thing. I did the same thing. I just created a new artist, said Bad Bunny. It generated everything. And then I said, please create a text file. And then it generated this text file. And it stored it on Arweave. I've got a button to download it. And so now I just need to chain this together automatically. Chain it together, and then from here I can say, please update my knowledge base with this TXT URL. And so all the pieces now are here. And so I think the next step that I'm gonna finish up today is just have it chained all together so that this text file that gets generated is stored as knowledge base. And then it should be end-to-end done of, you say create a new artist, you say the artist name, and then we automatically scrape your details on Spotify. We set up the artist, we set up your PFP, and then we create a knowledge-based TXT file and associate it. I give this to Sid, and then Sid says, well, this isn't gonna, and so the next point is gonna be deliver this to Sid today. And then Sid tells me this isn't good enough. And then I start to compare what is Sid's definition of deep research? What do we currently have? And how can I resolve that delta? How can I update how I'm currently generating the text file so that it's closer to Sid's vision? Seems like my connection is, well, so here's that text file that we just generated on Ruben Blades. And so I'll stop with this. This was the Ruben Blades. And so this is currently what we have for the text file for the deep research. And so from here, we have something. And now I'm just going to be iterating over the next couple of days so that by Friday, we can deliver this to big ass kids so that they can go and generate new artists as using this new process. On your side, Sid, what have you been working on? What's your focus for this week? Any thoughts on how I've been doing this tool so far?
All good so far. On my end, Benji had a call with them on Friday. It went great. Lots of qualifying. I sent you the list of stuff so you can kind of see where their heads are at. Next step is just to get in contact with him and just kind of talk out the next steps and details. So like that's moving along wonderfully. The next thing is I got a call from 300 Entertainment asking if we can drop the oh my God, what's the game?
T Grizzly?
T Grizzly game on Friday.
Nice.
So I said, yeah, but I need like that, like, you know, just more of information on what their expectations are. I think it's as simple as like it's already set up. We just need to like turn it on just turn on the back end and like put it back to whatever it was, the URLs. I'm just want to clarify with them their expectations of what songs. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to overcomplicate things. But yeah, ideally it's just us turning it on, and then that's good to go. But that also is a great next step because all of that data is going to be going into our database anyways. Being able to access that data within the Recoup platform for that artist it's all coming together finally. So that's the next thing for them. What else? I don't know if you saw the message from Airweave, but I have a call with them tomorrow. If you want to be on,
good work.
Do you want to be a part of that? You want me to invite you and you can decide?
Yeah, add me to that call. I think I would amplify the call. They like me and they've been trying to get in my DMs. So if you add me to the call, I think I'll be able to add value and give us a little bit more leverage. Because the goal of that conversation is to leverage. They are giving out grant money and we want to we're already building on Arweave, we're already building on their stack. It would be awesome if they could pass us some of that grant money, right?
Correct.
Yeah, add me onto that. I think I could help.
Correct. All right, awesome. And then the last thing I wanted to jump into, if possible, is Verbal.
He's in my Slack, and he shipped the pull request for highlighting selected artist PSPs, and we're on the second pull request of show recent chat room on creation, so that when you create a new chat, the new chat shows up in your recent chats without having to refresh the page. I gave him feedback on the structure. The code it gave to me some code smells, and I just asked, we're following Vercel Chat SDK. Is this how in Vercel Chat SDK, when I send a new message, it shows up instantly. I don't think they're having to do some of this manual stuff. And so I just asked Verbal, are you referencing Vercel Chat SDK? If no, please do, because we're following the Vercel Chat SDK really well. And how he was loading the new chat felt like more work than was required. And so I just wanted him to reference Vercel Chat SDK on that. But he's in my Slack, and I think he's gone to sleep now. I don't think he's going to update the feedback, but he's in my Slack and we are iterating together.
And he shipped something already?
He shipped something today. Yeah. So he's gotten one PR out on Monday. And so we're, in my perspective, great momentum for Monday. I see no reason why this isn't going to continue from here. The only reason we didn't ship more is because I didn't get online until like noon today.
That's fine. No. Yeah. Great. All right. Amazing. Yeah. Keep up the momentum. As long as you're good and you're handling it, we're good. All right, cool. Look at that. Perfect timing. I think you're on the right track with deep research.
Has the create artist been working fine for you? Before the weekend, when you click create artist, it kept stopping you and you had to like enter words and you were saying there were too many steps. Are you finding it is chaining them together correctly for you now?
Yes, it is. That is working. I have not dove into hard testing in edge cases. So for example, asking it to create an artist with a generic name, like, does it find the right one? If so, like, how do we go back if we don't? Like, so edge cases, I haven't gone down the path yet, but I think that's down the line. Yeah, so I think we just keep going, and we're good.
Copy. Thank
All
you,
right, I'll take
everybody, for tuning in. Please give us a like and a subscribe, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.
Peace, 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 peace.